It's not that I'm changing my pick. My pick was my pick. I can't change it. Okay. I'm just telling you that the Knicks are going to win the series. I'm not changing my pick. Okay, I'm just saying the Knicks are going to win the series.
Okay, so you're not going to go bragging if the Knicks win the series because that wasn't your pick.
Yeah, no. I would I do something like that?
Yes. No, yeah, and it seems like Garland's Mitchell's sort of doing him like LeBron was doing Kyrie. Like he's kind of little boying him, you know, scooping his head and stuff.
That's a great comparison. And then Maxey. Is he just a little bit overrated? Just a little bit?
All right, so, hey, we already made our picks for the week. Mm-hmm. You know, Derek and Diego, we had the Chargers.
They picked wrong. Picked wrong.
My man, who you got between the Dallas Cowboys and the LA Chargers?
Them Cowboys.
Even though they laid an egg last week against the Niners?
Well, it don't make no difference. This week we're gonna roast some chickens. Yes, we are.
I have to admit that I actually am a fan now of the Celtics, and they are like one of my teams. So
okay. Are they one of your teams, or are they your team? What is it? Are they your
well,
team?
I feel that you can have two. I feel you can have two main teams.
You can't have two main teams.
Yes, you can. You can.
No,
you can have two.
No, you have to have one main team.
Well, I've got two main teams.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Oh, those are fire.
Courtesy of Pick'em Pros.
That's right.
Like and subscribe.
This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derek Thompson.
And I'm Diego Thompson.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
We are the Pick'em Pros coming back at you in the house with a special episode. What's this, 87 of Who You Got? Man. All right, man. So, hey, man, we're here at a undisclosed location. Well, no, I guess we could say what you still moving in your new place, man?
Yeah, man, it's my new place, man. So
okay, all right, okay. I like the digs, man. It's kind of a retro look. You know,
yeah, man.
Okay, that's kind of the vibe you're going for.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm doing, man.
All right, but what I don't understand, man, is how are you doing all this, making all this money, and you're like not even in the top 10 for the NCAA tournament? What's going on with that? How is that possible?
I get a little extra earnings because of the all the NILs I'm getting. So,
NIL? What NIL are you getting?
I can't say the names, but you know.
Okay, you can't say the
names. They get mad at me. But.
Okay, most people can say who their NIL is. That sounds a little suspicious.
It was in the contract. So.
Okay, all right, that sounds a little suspicious. All right, we'll have to figure out exactly what's going on there. All right, well, hey, thanks everybody for checking us out. Pick'em Pros, Derek and Diego here, man. Family show where again we talk junk, have fun, pick the games, give to great causes, and just have fun. So thanks for tuning in, checking us out, and we really appreciate love and support. So we have a fun show today. We're going to talk about the games last night, the great games on the women's side. We're going to talk about the men, the games that are coming on tonight. Pack, we'll see what they can do tonight. UConn, Bama, Purdue. We're going to talk about NFL free agency. Diggs, man, you know, the Bills just shipped him away for nothing. Yep. So what's up with that? NBA playoffs, that's right around the corner. So 2 weeks from today, that starts off fully. And then again, we've got to give away our swag, man. Bucket hat. All right. Yep. You ready to get in this? You ready to do this?
Let's go.
All right. Let's go. And so we're checking out the comments. Send your comments throughout or questions as we go. We'll pull them up on the screen if you're on YouTube, and we'll try to keep as much of an eye as possible on Instagram and see here. So we see Purdue, UConn. Yeah, I don't know about Purdue, UConn. I see someone put that in the chat. We'll see. Man, I'm hoping that the Pack can pull this out. We're gonna see. All right, man. Well, let's get into this first topic here. Let's move on up and talk about the game last night. All right, so Diego, man, South Carolina ended up blowing out my Pack. I'm hurt by that, man. Had a lot on the line. But what happened with the game last night, man?
That's okay. You shouldn't have been gotten your hopes up. There was no chance anyway they were gonna win because South Carolina, you know, they're undefeated. They're very deep. They can score in the paint, shoot well from three. They got a good bench, so they're very balanced. And I just think they were really fueled since they lost in the Final Four last year. They wanted to get there. They wanted to get to the championship game this year.
They definitely wanted to get there. It was, looking good the first half. State was hanging with them. South Carolina came off a couple of tight games. They had the lucky shot off the backboard in the semifinals of the SEC tournament. So I thought they were beatable. Again, I love South Carolina. I love Don Staley. But, State, that's even more of a love, man. So I was hoping State could shock the world. But that didn't work out, man. South Carolina pulled away big time in that second half. So, they definitely did their thing. So shout out to them. All right. And my man says NC State's going to win it all. I guess you're talking about the men, Sam on IG. All right, Sam, we see you. I hope so. But man, hey, so I had a lot on the line here. So again, Pick 'em Pros, we pride ourselves on giving. We're not a betting show per se.
Wait, but didn't you lose $300 betting that the men and women would win both championships?
So, well, kind of
what happened with that?
So there was a because all these sites they have $5, then they'll put in 200 and match and whatnot. So there was a line where yesterday before the women game, if the men for NC State and women won, which I said would happen, if that hit, I'm not going to say necessarily what was put in, but I would have got about $160,000 if that ended up happening, man. So it was going to be huge. Everybody I know was going to get hit with $1,000. If the women won last night, I was going to come on here talking so reckless. It was going to be just totally insane.
I just knew that was the ultimate wait for it game because they were pretty decent in the first half, but then the second half they went on like that 26-9 run and just shut them down. So that was really locked in.
Insane. All right. So let's move on, man. We're gonna come back to South Carolina women, but let's talk about that Iowa game, the Iowa UConn game. That was great. That was a classic, man. Tight the whole way through. Give us your take on that, and then I'll go.
Oh, that was a really good game. UConn was defending Caitlin Clark really good in like the first quarter, second quarter. Because they had one person that was guarding her the whole way up and down the court. But it didn't really work towards the end because that person was tired and they only had like eight people suited up for the game because all the other players on the roster were injured. So that person was tired guarding Caitlin and Iowa ended up pulling it away. So but there was that call at the end that some people are mad about, but I'm not that mad about it because it was an illegal screen. The ref called the right call. So I mean, you can't really be that mad when the ref called was the right call.
And the elbow was clearly out. She impeded her path to get over the screen. It was a great game. I love the way that Iowa and Caitlin Clark specifically approached that game. They let UConn just, expend all their energy early. Iowa was calm the whole time. Caitlin Clark wasn't, up and down, emotionally the whole time. And, a lot of times in big games, we saw this in high school matchup locally with Clayton and Millbrook. Teams get uncharacteristically too excited or nervous or critical when it gets tight in a big game when they're calm all year long. And Iowa was able to stay calm throughout. They were able to let UConn press, and then in the second half they could not keep that same defense. And then that's when Clark went to work. That's when she went to work. And it was really cool to see. And then the center down low, I don't know her name, but number 45 for Iowa played big time. I mean, they both were playing a 2-person game.
Yeah, she
carried them.
Yeah, Caitlin needed someone else on the team to step up, and she stepped up big time for her.
Yeah, definitely did. So yeah, that was a great game. And so with that, hey, can't wait to see the finale, the final. So Iowa, here we go. Iowa versus South Carolina. Man, this is the championship. This is what, when we saw the brackets come out, this is what we were all waiting for. And Sam, I see you said Caitlin Clark is the next LeBron. Shout out to you for a comment there. But yeah, man, this is the matchup we've all been waiting for. So who you got in the game tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern?
I'm gonna go with South Carolina, because I just think that with them losing to Iowa last year, this is the matchup they wanted. And they're going to be extra fueled up, and they're going to feel like they're the underdogs, even though they're not. They are undefeated, but that's how they're going to feel, and they're going to play their best to try to send Caitlin Clark off on a sad note.
They are, they go. I'm hoping it's a good game. Hey, shout out to Stern Security for checking us out live on IG. I see you, my man. I see you, John. But it's should be good. I don't think that Iowa has an answer for the center for South Carolina.
Yeah, they're like the number 45. I think she number 45 on Iowa's like 6'3".
Yeah.
Cardoso 6'7".
Yes.
So
I think the size that South Carolina has, and they have they're really athletic on the outside, on the wings. They can throw a lot of bodies at Clark.
Great defense.
Yeah, I think they can sustain the defense throughout the game, whereas UConn was able to do it for a half. That's a little more of their brand.
South Carolina's built more like a defensive, gritty team. UConn like not so much.
Right.
But, and they got more depth, so they got more people that can just plug into that role.
Yeah. So it's it's great either way. Hey, if Iowa wins, that is big for the sport. It's big for Caitlin Clark. It definitely probably solidifies her in a lot of people's minds as the GOAT. So but then if South Carolina wins, that's the undefeated season. That's only been done so many times. And that also really cements Don Staley's legacy, as a coach. So can't wait for that. We'll definitely be settled and in place to check out that game. So tell us who you got. Sam, I see you've got South Carolina. So shout out to you. Sam. But let us know who you have in the comments for that one. All right. So hey, let's move on to the men's NCAA hoops. They've had pregame for the last several hours. They started that early.
Going crazy.
So I know you've been checking it out. So that's in Phoenix. We've got the women in Cleveland. But for the men, switching gears there, I know we have our bracket challenge.
Yes.
And hey, let me actually go and pull up the standings here. So shout out to everyone that's participated in that. We have another bracket challenge coming out for the NBA playoffs. So all of you that are signed up currently for our college bracket challenge, you will be able to hold on here. Here we go. Bracket challenge. Those of you that are checking that are signed up for the bracket challenge for college, you will be able to also participate in the NBA playoff bracket challenge. And those of you that are not, we'll send you a link so you can get in. But we've got, this is what Presh Kid is number 1, and looks like they have it. They've got UConn to win the championship. I don't think, the only way they can be overtaken is probably by Rob Peak of Zaxby's if Purdue wins. So it's probably between those two. So Rob can probably win it if Purdue gets it. But if neither team wins, or if UConn wins, looks like Presh Kid will probably get it. So, hey, let us know who you are. Message us. Go ahead and tell us now, hey, if you win, what kicks are you going with? Again, the winner of this bracket challenge gets a pair of shoes. up to $300 value. So, Press Kid, go ahead and message us and tell us. Go ahead and give us a preview on what you're going with for that bracket challenge. We definitely want to know what you're rocking there. All right. So let's remove that and man, go into this big game here. So we've got North Carolina State versus Purdue. Man, very excited about this. Really happy that North Carolina State, we're in North Carolina, repping there. Really happy that they're getting some national notoriety. Here locally, it's all about UNC. It's all about Duke. Try to tell this guy it used to be Carolina and State back in the day. All right. But, late 80s, State started to fall off, and with Duke's rise, State was kind of pushed to the side. Yeah. But there's a whole lot of State fans that are now starting to come out the woodworks and enjoy this run here. So it definitely feels like 1983.
Wait for next year, fellas.
Right? I know you'll be looking forward to that. You can kind of go back to your Duke, pull in there. But anyway, what's going to happen tonight?
Oh, well, I got NC State winning. A lot of people are picking Purdue to win this game. They're just talking about how much they've improved from last year. Yeah. Even though in the last years before they lost to 16 seeds, 15 seeds, and 13 seeds. But this year they're on this. They're back, and then people think that they're better. But I don't know. I still think there's something suspicious about them.
Purdue.
Yeah, about Purdue. And Edey is carrying the team. Like, he scored 40 in the last game, but no one else has really been up to his level. And I feel like if someone on NC State, whether it's like Middlebooks, Diarra, or even DJ Burns, if they can stop him, then I think it's over. Yeah. And I think NC State definitely has better guard play, and some people off the bench that could show up too. So
for sure,
I'm going with State.
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup for State. I think Purdue's pretty much faced teams that are just totally inferior to be able to play them the way that they play. I think State is built for them. I don't think DJ Burns. I don't think they'll have Burns match up against him.
Yeah, no, because he's not really a great defender, but they have some other people that can really lock up.
Exactly. Yeah, they have some other people that can hold them out. I think our guard play will definitely be the difference, and I think we'll be able to pull this out. Shout out to Sam again, said Big DJ, let's go. Yes, let's see. But yeah, it's just been great to see the national notoriety. DJ Burns again has become a 6-year, 5-6 year overnight sensation, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's been a lot of fun to watch. But let us know in the comments again who you got. And we'll go from there. Ben Middlebrooks, yes, definitely do his thing. Shout out to you, Caleb. Thanks for the comment on IG. All right, so hey, Bama versus UConn. So this is one that we had one person comment earlier on the IG that Bama would pull this out. We know Bama has the shooting, right?
They have a really good offense.
10
games over 100 points this year.
Wow.
So, yeah,
that's a lot. And UConn, they say that they're good at guarding the three. So they feel that they have a game plan. We saw in pregame the coach looked extremely loose and seemed very confident about the game tonight. But tell us, man, what's going to happen with this one?
Well, I picked UConn to win the championship at the beginning of the tournament. So I'm gonna stick with them to win the championship and win this game.
Okay.
I don't know this for sure, but I think the coach is already planning what he's going to say at the podium when they win the championship. But Alabama has a really good offense, but their defense is not the best. I think UConn's way more balanced. And when they played a really good offensive team in Illinois in the last round, they were able to contain their offense, and then just because UConn has a really good defense, and then just use their great offense to the advantage. Yeah, so I think
great point.
I think UConn's got it. This is a similar matchup, so I think UConn's got it in the bag.
Yeah, I think UConn pulls this out. I mean, they are a very complete team, but UConn it's interesting. I mean, UConn, they have a lot of people patting them on the back. Think they're starting to feel invincible, and they're not. they're definitely beatable. They're beatable in this game. They're beatable in the next game. Now, are they the favorite? Yes. Should they be the favorite? Unquestionably. But they're not, some juggernaut that can't be beat. So I feel that we'll have a good game tonight. Bama is going to have to, make the threes. They're going to have to showcase why they're one of the top offenses in the country. So I'm expecting a close game, but I do agree that UConn pulls this out, and then that sets up the showdown of Monday night, UConn versus hopefully for our sakes, North Carolina State.
You're already planning the championship.
Hey, man. Hey, I hope so, because that would be that would be great, and I would really love for you to see that. I mean, who knows when NC State will be back in the situation? So
yeah,
I'd love for you to be able to just see the buzz of State being relevant and being in contention. So it's been nice, amazing to see them in the Final Four, but to actually see them in the final game. Hillsborough Street and all that will be crazy tonight if State's able to pull this off. They're the early game, so everyone will have a ton of time tonight to party and celebrate this one if they're able to pull this off. So we will see what happens there. But tell us about the let's look ahead to the championship for the men. What's gonna happen with that? Break it down for us.
Well, I have NC State beating Purdue and then UConn beating Alabama. So
that's
my matchup: UConn versus State. I got State. I don't got State. I have UConn.
You can.
I'm good.
Right.
I got UConn winning that game if that were to happen.
Okay.
I just think they have a guy in the middle that can defend Burns. They have a lot of really good players in starting lineup. And they're really looking for a back-to-back. Like, that hasn't happened in a long time. But I just think they're the best team right now. So I got them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, hey, just in time for my take, we've got our guy Johnny O. Shout out to Johnny O. Love you, man. Says sorry for the late arrival. See, man, that's how our people are, man. You know what I'm saying? Apologizing for not being here as soon as we go live. Love it. He said, hey, man, we got NC State. Yes, NC State for sure. # Diego Army. So shout out to you, my man. Appreciate you. So yeah, Johnny O, man. I got State winning tonight, and then that's where the magic comes in. So you clowned me last week.
Yeah, because you're only you didn't give an advantage that they have over them. You didn't say like why they're gonna win. You just said they're gonna win because of magic. Like, how does that make sense? Like,
okay, well let me explain. Okay, so when it comes to the championship game is different. That's a totally different beast.
Homer Simpson.
Well, yeah, it is a little Homer Simpson. It is, but there's a little more to it. So the championship game is different, man. So the Final Four game, the teams have, 5 days to prepare. There's a lot of strategy in that game. There's a lot of emotion that goes into that. Yeah. This is the first time, they've got the media and watching their practices and everything. It's a circus, right? It's a totally different thing. But being that championship game, there's only a day, right? To prepare for that. It's different. It's a little more, to me, rolling out the ball and the pressure. You know what I mean? It's a pressure. This is really it. There's not nothing to lose. Now, yes, there is something to lose. There's the championship. So I feel that when it comes to the championship, just like Game 7 in pro ball and stuff like that, anything can happen. So, yeah, UConn probably on paper, a deeper team, better team, balanced team, all that, yes. But when it comes to the championship game and then the magical run that hopefully State will be on, I feel that then there are some intangibles that can come into place. So that's why I mentioned magic. But hey, let's hit a couple comments here. So Caleb says he's going for Bama at NC State. Ooh, that would definitely be a different. I don't think many people have that matchup. But hey, I'd be happy to see that for sure. And then Sam said, my heart says State, but my mind says UConn. Hey, I can't be mad at that, Sam. For sure.
Oh, yes,
so, one of our mottos, and you'll see this with some of our merches coming out, is picks not personal. So, we tend to pride ourselves on not being personal and just going with picks and being analytical.
This guy just
every now and then he might, with the Panthers and Duke might get slighted.
I didn't even have Duke making the championship game this year. I picked them to lose in the Final Four, and they lost in the Elite Eight.
All right,
that's like right on par.
Okay, all right. So shout out to Kip. joined. What's up, Kip? Abby, State versus UConn. Okay, yep, that's what we're saying for sure. Ooh, and Abby says State wins. Yeah,
I don't know, Abby.
Yes, my man, for sure. You know it, no doubt. So yeah, hey man, I hope so. I really, really hope so. That'll
my guy Kevin Keats. Get his
dude.
Kevin Keats is my guy.
Yeah, you go now. Are you already signed up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure because man, if they win, it'd be hard to get in there. So make sure you get a picture with them.
Oh yeah.
This time. So yeah, definitely. You get Keats there. So shout out to him. All right. Well, hey, let's move on. Again, can't wait for this game. We'll probably, man, we might do like an impromptu live at some point. We'll see what happens tonight, and then we'll update you through our posts on if we're going to come back out with anything going into the championship game. We'll see what the matchup is and let you know if we're going to do anything there. All right. Well, hey, let's move on for a little bit before we get on out of here and let you get to the games here. We're going early. Thanks for checking us out at a different time. We knew, hey, 7 o'clock, everybody's watching the game. So we're not even trying to come on at 7. So we had to come on a couple hours early today. So thanks for adjusting with us. But let's talk about NFL and NBA a little bit. And again, we're going to tell you about the NBA playoff bracket challenge. So stay tuned for that. And we got to give away our swag. All right. So NFL. Woo, man. Johnny O, I know Johnny O actually texted me on this one. Diggs to Houston. Man, just tell me your thoughts about this, man. What's up with it?
Well, I think it was a good move for Houston. They basically got him on a 1-year deal because they cut out the last 3 years of his contract. But so if it works, then cool. If not, he can go wherever he wants, and then they just move on.
Right.
But they're not really tied to him for a long amount of time. But I think it's good for CJ Stroud. He's got him, Nico Collins, and Tank Dell coming back from the injury. Dalton Schultz, the tight end. They picked up Joe Mixon, which was big. Have him in the backfield with Dameon Pierce.
Yep.
And then on the defensive end, they got Daniil Hunter, who had like 10 plus. I think he had like 15 sacks.
Okay.
So Houston's really improving. I think CJ Stroud's a dark horse MVP candidate. I think it could go MVP or it could go a different direction, but
yeah, I like that. Yeah, man. I definitely think CJ Stroud may be a dark horse MVP candidate, man. CJ's just come in and have taken the league by storm.
Okay, so really, why are you rubbing it in? By the way, I do not regret. I love Bryce Young. Bryce Young is the guy.
I didn't say anything about Bryce Young. Why?
I saw what you were doing. Bryce Young is going to improve a lot next year with the things that we are doing.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah. Think so. No. Yeah. I hope that Bryce Young definitely improves, and I was definitely needling you there with CJ. But yeah, man, this gives him another weapon. I already said that Houston was having the best offseason so far.
Yeah.
And now this happens. It's just really, really something.
Yeah.
But
no debate now.
We've got Caleb said they basically got Diggs for free. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just second round pick for him.
Yeah, and then Sam, Bills, man. I don't know what's up with that. Then let's show Johnny O's comment, and then I'm gonna give you more of my take on this. So Johnny O, dumb trade. Buffalo can't handle the drama. Josh Allen needs to step up. Ooh, Spiz. Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
You do?
Yeah, like he needs. I think he has solidified himself as a really good quarterback, but he has. There's no proof of him doing anything before Diggs got there, and but I think he is proven to be a good quarterback now, but like he's just got to show it, like, and with the way that they lost in the playoffs last year, at home. I think he's got to really show everyone why he's the guy.
So I understand that take from Johnny O and also from you, but I put this on Diggs primarily. I think Diggs is a lot of drama, man. He really is. He puts up numbers, great receiver, but he wore out his welcome in Minnesota, and they basically let him go. And when he came to Buffalo again, nobody thought he was going to have the types of seasons that he had.
That's true.
Hey,
that's true.
We know in fantasy, I picked him up like in the 7th or 8th round.
Yeah,
that year.
I got you, but I think it was a combination of them bringing in an offensive coordinator and Josh Allen being ready. Like he hadn't really had a receiver that was as good as Diggs before.
Yeah.
Him coming in with a chip on his shoulder, having something to prove, and then Josh Allen being young and neat. So I think it was a combination of both of them blossoming and coming good together.
Yeah, well, I think Buffalo's going to be okay. I like Josh Allen's chemistry with a lot of the other receivers. I think this is going to actually put Josh Allen up a notch in many people's minds for him to be able to perform without having Diggs. Then you can't have that narrative because that narrative is definitely out there that he didn't do anything until Diggs got there. Yeah, you can argue that fact, but at the same time, Diggs, nobody thought Diggs was going to light the world on fire going into Buffalo. So you could say, it's the other way around. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do without him. I think they're both going to excel next year.
Yeah.
I think Diggs clearly is going to go to Houston and excel just the way that they're set up.
Every time when he went to Buffalo, when he first started off in the Vikings, he's always excelled quickly with new teams.
So I think he'll do great there, but I think Josh Allen's going to be fine as well.
Yeah,
I think they're going to, and I'm sure they're going to make some type of move.
Yeah.
And
this
bring
is a really
in.
deep receiver class. They can he can easily draft a receiver in the first round, pair him up with Shakir and Deebo Samuel. No, not Deebo. I mean Curtis Samuel.
Oh yeah, Curtis.
Wish they had Deebo.
And hey,
Samuel,
and dude, man, Curtis can ball, and Shakir, I like him a lot. I really like him. So I think they're going to be just fine with him. So can't wait to see that. So then the other topic that I want to get into along with this trade here again. So what does this mean for Houston? So you already said it as far as CJ Stroud being a potential MVP candidate, but what about them being a contender? Can they?
I think
how far can they go?
I think they're contending for the third best team in the AFC.
Okay,
because,
but behind who?
Baltimore and the Chiefs. I think those are the top two teams. But I think like then that next tier is then like Texans, Bengals. Like
man, you got the Bengals. The AFC is so stacked, man.
Yeah. And even Miami, the Jets, Buffalo.
Chargers. They're stacked. Hey, in the comments, tell us how far can Houston go? Where would you rank Houston in the AFC? You've got Cincinnati, right? Because considering they're being healthy, you have them. You have who else? We got the Chiefs, like you said.
Chiefs.
Baltimore is going to be great. To me, they're kind of the front runner.
Dolphins.
You've got the Dolphins again, but
they might get OBJ.
They might get OBJ. Hey, you've got Aaron Rodgers be coming back from the Achilles. Who knows what the Jets will do?
Chargers.
Chargers. Harbaugh. You have him.
And the Steelers with their new quarterback.
Steelers, yeah. And I'm sure there's another team or two that we're not mentioning. So AFC totally stacked. Sam said Texans are top 5 in AFC. Okay, for sure. Yeah, they're definitely top 5. And I think they can be. I probably agree with you. I probably put them about 3. I'll probably put them about 3. Yeah. But looking good. So yeah, all right. Hot take. I appreciate it, Sam. All right. Well, hey, let's move on to NBA again. Hey, man, 2 weeks from today, it will be in the thick of the playoffs. So the play-in would have already happened. So just to catch you guys up on NBA, if you're not following it too closely, they've got a week left. The final game of the regular season is Sunday. Next week, Sunday's the last game. There are actually no games on Saturday. And then the play-in starts right after that. So you have the play-in tournament early that following week, and then 2 weeks from today, I believe that's the 20th of April, the full playoffs start past the play-in. So you've got, top 8 seeds on both sides going at it. So again, we will have a bracket challenge. So all of you that are already in our college bracket challenge, you will get an email in the next couple of days inviting you to come and play in that. Again, it's totally free, and we'll have a nice grand prize for that. So again, that's one of the perks of being down with Pick'em Pros. You get to compete in all of these different contests for no cost for prizes. So where else can you do that? So make sure you spread the word about Pick 'em Pros, and let's get more people involved in this so we can really grow this thing. So we really need you to do that. And then Sam, where's the link if you haven't joined yet? So Sam, tell us if you're in our NCAA bracket challenge, but we'll email you. If you are already in our bracket challenge for college, you'll get an email with the link. We're also going to send it out through IG. Trust me, Sam, you won't be able to miss it. We're going to send it out through IG several times. If you're already in our college bracket challenge, we're going to email it out. So we'll be firing that thing off many times. We'll also have it on our website. So you won't be able to miss it. But yeah, we're pumped about that. So just to give you a little more preview of how it's going to work, you will pick, just like in college, you'll pick all of your matchups. Okay.
Yep.
You'll pick all of the first round, second round, all the way to the championship. But not only will you pick your matchups, you'll pick in how many games. So if it's, Celtics versus 76ers first round, and you've got Celtics, it's not just Celtics. You say Celtics in 5. And the more accurate you are, the more points you get. And you get more points as you go throughout. Yeah. So that's how it's going to work. So it's going to be really cool. Nice. So we want to have some sort of challenge year round. So for March Madness, we'll have our bracket challenge. We want to have men and women next year. We will have for NBA playoffs, we want to have a bracket challenge for you. And then for the football season, we're on the fence. We're trying to decide, is it going to be one challenge for the whole year or is it going to be weekly? I'm thinking I wonder if we can make it a weekly thing so everyone can get involved and just keep it there. So that's one of the things that we're trying to do here with our brand of Pick 'em Pros is have games and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. All right. Well, hey, final NBA topic here before we give away our swag item. Man, tell us about the play-in. We've got the East and we've got the West. Depending on matchups, man, that's going to be just as good as the full-fledged playoff. Yeah, so why don't you start with the East and take us through there?
So in the East, the top 10 teams in the East have been clinched. It's just all about seeding.
Okay.
But the Chicago Bulls and the Hawks have both clinched play-in spots, while the Miami Heat are in 7th place. The Sixers are in 8th place, and they're competing with the Pacers, who are a half game ahead of both of them for the 6th seed. So that's going to be a race for there. Okay. But yeah.
So you're probably going to have the Hawks and Bulls play each other for that 9-10.
Yep.
And then how do you think it's going to play out for the 7-8?
I think it's going to be between the Sixers and the actually no, I think it's going to be between the Pacers and the Heat.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. So you think the Sixers are going to get in?
They have a really easy schedule these next 5. I think they're going to get to the 6th seed.
All right.
It's going to be between the Pacers and the Heat.
Okay.
And I think the Heat are going to win. And then the Pacers are gonna beat the Bulls for the 8th seed.
Yeah.
So that's how I think it's gonna go.
I can definitely say. Now, who's gonna win between the Hawks and Bulls in that 9-10 game initially?
I think the Hawks. I said the Bulls are gonna win earlier, but I think it's gonna be the Hawks.
Okay. Yeah. The Hawks are.
They're crazy in the play-in.
Yeah. So. In the 9-10 game for play-in, the Hawks own that.
Yep.
The Hawks. The Hawks will beat anybody in the NBA in the 9-10 play-in match. So yeah, I think the Hawks get that. Okay. Well, what about the West? Who we having to play in there?
So in the West, I think same thing. Top 10 teams have all kind of certified. The Warriors are in 10th place. The Lakers are in 9th. Okay. Well, the Lakers are in 9th. The Sacramento Kings are in 8th. The Pelicans are in 7th.
Okay.
And all the Pelicans are a game back a 6th seed, and the Kings and Lakers are 2 games back.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna stay with the 4 teams that are in it.
Okay.
They're in the play-in right now.
Okay.
I think the Lakers are gonna get to the 8th seed though, at the end of the regular season.
I think so.
The Lakers are gonna beat the Pelicans for the 7th seed.
Okay. Ooh.
The Warriors will beat the Kings for in the 9-10.
Yeah.
And then the Warriors will beat the Pelicans for the 8th seed.
Ooh,
that's what I think.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, I think that's and watching in the comments, tell us your take on these. I agree with you, man. The only one I'm on the fence with is then that second game, if the Warriors then have to play the Pelicans.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's going to be tough because that would be in New Orleans.
Yeah, it would be, but
that would be tough. That would be tough. So, as a matter of fact,
Zion's really weird with his play and stuff, though. Like there's always seems to be something going on around the playing.
You're right.
So,
no, you're absolutely right.
I don't have full confidence in the Pelicans.
So I would say, oh man, you know what? I'd put it on Zion. I think if Zion plays in that, then I think they win it. But oh man, if he doesn't play, then I think the Warriors can get that. Sam says the Pelicans. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Pelicans will beat the Warriors.
I think the Warriors are clicking at the right time. They've been 6-1 recently, and Steph Curry in an elimination game for that playing. I think I gotta go with Steph Curry.
Okay. We'll say, hey, you know what? But that'll be fun. See, and we don't. That's what I love about the play-in, though, is that we get to see kind of that college format of the one and done.
Yeah.
You know, everything on the line. We don't get to see that too much in the NBA.
I mean, for a 9-10 game to possibly be Lakers Warriors or Kings Warriors, that's crazy enough.
That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that'll really be something. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. All right, well, hey, we're getting closer to March Madness here. Let's go ahead and dive into our merch giveaway. Let's end with this. So again, hey, thank you all for participating. Again, every Friday we have our Fresh Friday merch giveaway, and we have to find a way to get that on YouTube as well. But we have a post where you can like, tag, comment, and we have a specific item that we give away every Friday. So this week it's the bucket hat.
Yep,
is what we're giving away, and we're going to announce the winner. But hey, keep on trying. Don't get discouraged if you're not winning. Keep on trying. You have, again, nothing to lose. Just keep on trying. We definitely want to see heavy participation with that. But here, let me though just show you real quick. So we have launched our store. Our store is live now. If you go to our website, thepickempros.com, again, thepickempros.com, and we have a banner at the top for our store, and we also have that red button called store. You click on that, and then that takes you to our store. You can see we've got the Diego Army hoodie. We've got the Pick 'em Pro standard hoodie. We've got Pick 'em Pro shirts. We've got the soft tri-blend, 100% cotton bucket hat. We've got the flat hat, and we have a lot more that's coming out. So stay tuned as items are being added every single day to our store. So that is just launching right now. But really, really excited to roll this out finally here. So hey, you can go right now and get your merch, and we'll keep adding items in all different colors, variations, and we also have a few slogans that we're coming out with that align to us that you can get as well. So check that out and get your swag. But the lucky winner for our bucket hat is Brittany Hay. Brittany Hay, I hope I'm pronouncing the last name correctly. OHBHAYVE on IG. You are the winner. So let's message on IG, and we'll get you the link. We're actually going to just simply give you a free coupon code to go to our site and claim that bucket hat. So Brittany, we are sending that on the way to you. All right. And then, hey, we've got a couple comments here. I'm gonna have to cop one of those shirts. They're fire. Yes, thank you, Sam. We appreciate that. Yeah, you have to, because man, the shirts. So they've got the Pick 'em Pro logo on the front, and then we've got the mic on the side. We've got something on the label. We have a lot of different placements, so you definitely want to cop it. We've got, again, the soft tri-blend shirt. We've got the 100% cotton version, and we have a lot more. So you want to continue to check that out and cop some gear. We appreciate the love and support. Again, the more you get there, the more we'll be able to do with additional giveaways. So we want to keep that and make that a staple of what we got going on. All right. Well, hey, my man, it's almost time.
Yep, almost time.
Yeah. We see the fans here. The bands are playing. They're about to get into it. So we're going to get into it and check out this game. Hey, thank you for the love and support. We're going to sign off on that note. Let's see if we can get the outro playing here. And until then, you know how we do.
Yep. Pick 'em Pros.
Yeah, next time, Pick 'em Pros. We'll see y'all later. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Come on, Pat.
to Mars.